Travelicious.
Oh hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the temperate grasslands of Tibet, China. Here in Tibet, there's an annual rainfall of 10 to 35 inches, and temperatures in the summer can get up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit and down to -40 degrees. Two animals that are indigenous to this area are the clouded leopard and the Tibetan yak. Ways that these animals adapt is the leopard has shorter legs so that they can climb trees, and the yak conserves heat in the winter and has a thick fleecy coat. Plants that are indigenous to this area are the cottonwood tree and the Tibetan starflower. These animals only grow near rivers so that they can stay hydrated in this dry climate. An endangered species that is indigenous to this area is the black-footed ferret. Ways that they try to keep this animal alive is by moving the prairie dogs to different locations because they hold syllabic plague, which is killing off our ferrets. The best time to visit Tibet is in the spring, specifically April, because they're closed during March for the new year. The ice has just started to melt and it's warming up, so bring your shorts and your binoculars.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The Great Victorian Desert mainly consists of grasslands and sandhills as far as the eye can see. The soil is a very pebbly soil, sometimes known as desert pavement or gibbert soil, with also scattered salt lakes here and there. Average rainfall is about 200 to 250 millimeters per year. Average rainfall is about 200 to 250 millimeters per year, with temperatures ranging from 64 to 73 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter to 90 to 103 degrees in the summer. So if you want a bit of a milder trip, you could go during, I don't know, the winter months in Australia, which are March through September. But if you want the full desert experience, you could go during December. Flora in the Great Victorian Desert consists of mainly of eucalyptus trees, such as the large fruited mallee, which can survive being burnt to the ground by a wildfire. And then there's the mulga shrub, which has big, thick, veiny stems that protect the innards of the fruit from the harsh desert heat and is covered in bristly hairs to stop water from escaping into the dry, arid atmosphere. One of the endangered species of the desert includes the sandhill dunnart, otherwise known as the Smithtosis semophila. It is a grayish-black furred marsupial, and it's a very rare animal, so not much is known about its appearance. What we do know is that it stores most, if not all, of its fat in its tail, and is very endangered. Some postulate that this endangerment was caused by introducing foxes and cats to the region, and others say that it was due to overgrazing farm animals. Efforts to restore it have included establishing large wildlife reserves in the entire desert and establishing controlled burns periodically throughout the year to help stimulate the environment.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You good?
Yeah.
Alright, Japan is a chain of islands called an archipelago that has a subtropic to average climate with an average annual rainfall of 1,668 millimeters. Mostly mountainous, but also has temperate forests scattered around. Late spring, from March to May, gives temperature ranges from 40 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for going out to see the cherry blossoms, which are full in bloom around this time of year. Weather is pleasantly mild. Kyoto and Osaka are a great place for historical sites and countryside relaxation. Tokyo is perfect for the city life and the shopping galore. Bring shoes that slip off easily and leave extra room for packing in case you buy a lot of stuff from the famous shopping districts of Japan. Tanuki are a kind of raccoon dog that can be found throughout most of Japan. Folklore has it that they can shape change to take on human form or to disguise themselves as everyday objects. Some adaptations that they have include having a loud screech to scare off predators, sharp claws to climb trees, the ability to hibernate, and the tendency to give birth to like 8 to 10 pups at a time while spreading out throughout all of Eurasia and adapting all of the different ecosystems and climates. The native Japanese isogiku is actually a plant most known as the chrysanthemum. According to Suji, the Japanese enjoy a deep interest in gardening in general, and interest in native plant gardening is growing. You can see it often throughout the vast majority of the country, so it's great to look at. The Tsushima leopard cat is an endangered wildcat inhabiting the Tsushima Islands, Nagasaki Prefecture. It is regarded as a subspecies of the leopard cat and is thought to have arrived in Tsushima from the Asian continent about 100,000 years ago. The population of the Tsushima leopard cat has been declining mainly due to habitat degradation and roadkills. It was designated by the Japanese government as a national nature monument in 1971 and as a national endangered species in 1994. Species like these have influenced the Japanese to implement laws and legislations to protect endangered species. The Law for the Conservation of Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora recognizes the importance of the different species of wild fauna and flora.
I'm just chilling and wait for it, Kirkirarseg, which is actually in the Kjeta division of Greenland. It is off the Disco Islands off of Greenland's west coast. You may think that you'll be flying to an igloo, but there's actually tons of things that you can see. For instance, there's dog sledding all year long because of midnight sun. Midnight sun occurs in the Arctic Circle in the summer, and the sun just never sets. So you can go dog sledding at 4 a.m. if you really wanted to. Just go for it. Also, Kirkirarseg is known for its hiking trails, along its volcanoes especially, where you can find lots of greeneries like its national flower, the Nirvirarse, and bogberries which grow around the mountains. And if you're lucky, you might even find a hot spring, which is also very good to chill in. Or you can take a boat and glance at the narwhals, which are indigenous to Greenland, or humpback whales, which come to migrate in the summer. You might even spot a polar bear, which is very special because these species are now vulnerable, all due to climate change that's melting their habitats, industrial effects and accidents like oil spills, and hunters. But a lot of researchers and foundations have given interest into polar bears, and they are trying to protect them to keep them lasting for many years to come. You will still need to pack a big coat, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. But bring your hiking clothes, your backpacks, sleeping mask, binoculars, cameras, swimsuits for all the hot springs people, and they said it's best to wear short sleeve shirts and jeans during the summer. That sounds pretty chill to me. Greenland, airways from home.
Welcome to Cameroon. I'm in the tropical rainforest. We get 700 millimeters of rain annually, and we have the second highest biodiversity in Africa. There are very dense forests in the south, and it is very humid here. Temperatures range from 22 degrees to 29 degrees Celsius. The tropical rainforest is a warm and wet biome with 3 categories of layers: the canopy, the subcanopy, and the underlayer. The capital of Cameroon is Yaoundé, which is located in the southern part of the country. Cameroon is about 750 meters above sea level, with semi-deciduous forests and a few mountains, including Mount Cameroon, which is 3,255 feet tall and last erupted in the year 2000. Places to visit are the Cathedral of Notre Dame, Cameroon Art Museum, and the Blackatou Museum. The climate is fairly dry from November to February, has low rain from March to June, and has heavy rain from August to October. The best time to travel is between November and February because it is the driest, but it's best to bring a poncho just in case. The cross-river gorilla lives in forested hills and mountains. It is critically endangered and has been threatened by overhunting, forest fires, and loss of genetic diversity. They live in groups of 4 to 7, and the Regional Action Project was created to raise awareness for them. There are only about 300 of them left in the world. The evergreen trees found in the rainforest. These trees grow to heights of 200 feet, and they are also covered with mosses, lichens, and other epiphytes. Are mahogany, ebony, obeche, and sapelli.
Travelicious! It's hot, hot.
All our vibes